Yo, what's up? It's your boy Chief.
It's your boy Hemish, and we're here today with a special guest, Fran.
Hi guys.
So we've got Fran here today because we want to ask a few questions and get a female's perspective on some of the answers. So Hamish and I have slightly opposing views in some areas, but it'll be interesting to see what a girl has to say about certain topics.
So I want to ask you a couple of things because I've had problems. I've had problems me personally. So I would want to know what a girl has to. I want to know what a girl thinks. So one of the issues that I've been having is that whenever a guy meets a girl, right, and a guy says to a girl, "Why are you single?" and the first thing she says is that, "Oh, my ex cheated on me," or "My ex did this." Why don't a girl ever say, or "I did this," or why she always has to say her ex? The first thing she says is her ex. If someone asks me why am I single, I would say it's because I fuck up, or it's because I wouldn't blame my ex because I had a part to play in this.
I get that, but would you put that on a CV straight away?
No,
well,
but...
when it's your last job, I fucked up. You kind of put that as like maybe the first date, maybe a couple of sentences into the conversation.
Yeah, but a guy would say to you, "Why are you single?" What would you say?
I'd probably make a joke. I won't lie. I
Really?
would probably make a joke.
Don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Do you know what? I get what you're saying, right? And let me tell you why. It's because it's not necessarily always the "why are you single" question, right? That gets asked.
What makes you single?
And not even that. It's like sometimes, right, when you see your exes or hear interactions about your ex with somebody else, they always say, "Oh, they did this," or "they did that."
Blame game.
But I've never been that guy I mean, that's down to personal preference, but I don't personally like to air out everything that happened in my relationship. I think what Hamish is trying to say is like, from his experience, like a lot of females are always quick to throw shade on a guy, being like, "Oh yeah, all men are trash. Here's what he did. He's what."
That is true.
Instead of being like, I was out at 3 a.m. clubbing and cutting shapes, and you know what I mean. It's always, "Oh, he did this, he did that." Like,
it's innocence. We want to be seen as like innocent, poor me.
Yeah, but it wouldn't hurt to actually just say.
But that is quite an intense question to ask straight away. Like, what do you say if someone says, like, "Why are you single?"
Okay, I've been out.
God, yeah? I don't know. But if we knew, we wouldn't be single.
Okay. Yeah, but check this out. I've been out and I've met girls and we have good conversations. And in my mind, I'm thinking, "You're such a beautiful soul. Why the hell are you single? I want to know what went wrong." Hush. I want to know what went wrong because you're such a beautiful soul. We're actually vibing.
Yeah.
What could have gone so wrong for you to be?
But why do you want to know about the ex?
So I would be like
so
him.
Hamish is hella emotional.
No.
Yeah.
You look like Tory Lanez. He acts like Tory Lanez. He wants to make a love song.
I'm just saying.
Like,
it's a mystery, man. It's a mystery because nowadays people get single over petty stuff, petty arguments, and it's ridiculous.
So easy to throw away a relationship and to find another one than it is to fix it or work on it.
Yeah.
And then people always they want to put their best self forward and then be like, "It wasn't me. I didn't do this. It was all them. They did this."
And especially if it's a small town as well, everyone's always quick to then be like, "Oh, that was that person over there. It's nothing to do with me."
Bloody hell.
That's
everyone's there. I think that's the problem. Small town mentality. So many people in the same town. You've seen the same people dating within their little group, same circle. So to look better and not be like, "Oh, I'm just moving around from person to person or relationship to relationship." They're like, "Oh yeah, no, this guy did this or this guy did that or this girl did this," and nobody is like open about situations. Like from my own experience, I always feel like you don't want to have those conversations early on, and then it's like it's a double-edged sword, right? Because if you don't say what went wrong in your relationship before until later on, then you like those behaviors can already be manifesting without the other person knowing that it's an issue for you.
Like, what if a girl turned and said, "I didn't want anything serious"?
Yeah.
Are you then automatically going to think she's a slag?
No. You don't want anything serious.
No, but again, that's it. Like because you could say, "Oh, it didn't work out with the last guy I was seeing because he wanted a relationship, I wasn't ready." But if you say that from the offset, he might be like, "Nah, I'm not going to take it seriously," even though it might turn into something. Yeah. Then on the other end, it might get too serious, and then she cuts off because she wasn't ready. But she didn't tell the guy, so he's just like, "Oh, she obviously."
But the thing is, though, you don't need to say the exact what happened. You don't need to say what happened. Like if I say to you while you're single, you could just say it just didn't work out. That's fine. Yeah. That's fine.
I think we are in a society now where people like to pass the blame, and this whole men are trash is too trending at the moment. It's too trending. I think guys nowadays are a lot more sensitive than females. Argue with me if you wish, but I think so because.
I don't think they're more sensitive. I think they always have been, but I just think now with everything going on, it's now coming to light more that men's feelings are men do actually have feelings.
Yes.
Whereas before it was always like stick up a lip.
I suppose you used to take it on the chin.
Cool,
you used to take it on the chin. Like if you got violated by a girl, you used to take it on the chin. Yeah. Nowadays, like. People turn to Drake. I blame Drake for this. Drake, you're the problem. But it's true though. Like I feel like I get what you're saying. Guys have always been emotional, but they're now,
they're not
expressing it more. I don't even think that's the case. Because I knew guys, and I won't name anyone, but I knew guys who like did not care. Like they did not care. Yeah, if it turned into a relationship, cool. If it didn't, cool. However, those same guys are the ones crying over girls in their cars. Like. Do you know what I mean? True. It's different. True. It's very different. Like, yeah, it's mad because I feel like now that guys are being more sensitive, or in this instance, maybe being more open about their sensitive side, it's now being taken advantage of.
Okay. But I wanna touch on what you just said. You said feelings. The keyword feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. But check this out though. Some of us, I don't know, could be most of us, but like. We don't want to talk to you about how we feel. We want to talk to our friends about how we feel because they're more understandable. You see, a girl can't really understand a guy. No, I'm being 100. A girl cannot really understand a guy.
But then can anyone understand what you're going through unless they've gone through it, whether they're male or female?
True, but we have mood swings just as women.
Yeah, oh absolutely. Yeah.
And there will be some things I'd want to talk to him about that he will understand because he's a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then do you not think that then creates a barrier between your relationship?
No. I would want the woman to be like, okay, when he's ready to talk to me, he will talk to me.
Yeah, I get that. I do get that.
But like wrapping it back around to right at the beginning, when you ask why you're single, and then a girl throws you under the bus, the more you give, is the more that's going to be used against you. So, once again, this is why I say double-edged sword. You could have been that guy who was like, did not show any emotions. Yeah, it's because my ex was a prick. He didn't really show many emotions. And then the other way, he had a wonky leg and he was insecure about it. He always used to walk with a hip-hop. We couldn't hold hands in public because it was...
Fuck's sake. I want to touch on something because... Earlier today, you told me when a guy cheats, it's either he doesn't want to be with you or he's not feeling it. I want to touch on that because I've learned a few things. I'm not the type to cheat, but like I've learned some things by watching other people speak about it. And there is one thing that really captured me. So, do you know who Steve Harvey is?
Yeah.
Right? So Steve Harvey once said this, and I kind of understand. And I just want your views on it. He said, men don't cheat because they want to. Not because a man cheats doesn't mean he loves you. He said, as a man, as a male, we just do dumb shit. And I completely agree with this. He said, a guy could be out, vibing with his friends. He sees a woman, boy meets girl, without even thinking about it. boy kisses girl, boy goes home with girl, you know, and he do his business. He loves his woman, but he's not thinking about it. He just do it because he just do some dumb shit. Because men do dumb shit. So he's not intentions to cheat.
But no, wait. So what's the point here? What is the point you're making?
The point I'm trying to make is, when a man cheats, it doesn't mean that he doesn't want to be with you. He doesn't want to be in a relationship.
Okay, let me ask you a question then. If a girl cheats on you,
right?
She's gone out with her friends.
Yeah.
She's chilling, having a good time. She says, "I'm just having girls' night."
Reverse it on
with Sandra and Sarah from work.
Yeah.
Right. You're at home chilling with your boys, having a couple of drinks, maybe playing some Warzone. Yeah. And then the next morning she tells you, "Oh, I went home with somebody last night."
Right.
And she says, "It didn't mean anything. I was just, you know, girl meets boy, having fun." And then one thing led to another. Are you going to accept that as a reason?
Okay, I'm not going to accept that, but I'll forgive her, but I'll never forget what she did. But we could work it out. I'm not going to leave you because you slept with somebody behind my back. We're going to work it out.
Right.
No, trust
We're going to work it out. Because you know what it is, right? Some girls normally say, once a cheat, always a cheat. That's a lie.
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
Yeah, that's a lie.
I think you can cheat multiple times, but I think if you do meet the right, not always the right person, but I think if you mature, you do then change, and you do then. It's all about timings.
But you shouldn't cheat multiple times. It's okay to cheat once or twice. For me, I would say it's okay to cheat once or twice, but not a third time.
Well, it depends.
You mean on the same person or in their whole life?
No.
I only got one left, Brian. I only got one left.
Okay. If it's the same person, one should be enough. One should be enough, because when you cheat once, you realize what you're gonna lose. You realize the risk. You know, second time is taking the piss. Okay, second time is taking the piss. But for a guy, well, I wouldn't say for a guy, but
the thing is, you're speaking of the premise that you've been caught. What happens if you haven't been caught?
You're gonna get used to it, and you're gonna keep on.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying though, because you can say, "Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3 times is okay," but if somebody doesn't get caught, there's no deterrent, is there? Because they're like, I can go out, do whatever. Nobody knows.
There's no deterrent if you get caught and the person keeps taking you back.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no deterrent in that.
That's a dumb person right there.
It is a dumb person.
That's a dumb person right there. It happens, and I would never understand this. Never understand this. You know, I mean, I've seen situations where boy hits girl can't leave boy because she's too in love with him. That's not love. Most people don't want to settle down. Most people do not want to settle down.
Unless it's winter and you need presents.
Or your birthday.
Kevin Hart once said, everybody wants to be famous, but nobody wants to put in the work. Everybody wants a relationship, but they don't want to stay for the stress, that the headache.
Neither did Kevin Hart.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, I mean, us guys, we are pricks. I was saying, us guys are pricks, you know, but it's finding the right person that can deal with us.
But then relationships are so easy now as well. Like, you can break up with someone and slide in someone's DMs and be in someone else's bed by 9 p.m. that night.
That's lust.
It's lust, but men can do that. And
do you not think?
Girls,
I was going to say.
But it is so easy
I think
to be in a new relationship or to be in someone else's bed within a few hours.
Like what we said, small town mentality. It's just too easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
All you got to do is go down to the nightclub, and then so and so that you've seen a couple weeks before, you know they're single now.
Exactly. Or just slide in someone's DMs.
Yeah.
It's as easy as that.
But then again, you go out of town, let's say, boom, Cambridge, yeah? You're new in the town, somebody be like, I haven't seen him before.
That's
boom,
also true.
slide in. What then? Same thing, cycles, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But then Cambridge still have that small town mentality. That person's out there acting like that because they've already been around Cambridge. You know what I'm saying? They've been going out every weekend. They got the VIP guest band and all that. So it's a bit mad.